Did you hear they sold Time Inc.?
Yes.
So they sold Time Inc., which publishes Time Magazine. This is just like an interesting addendum to about the future of Time Magazine. When Time Warner spun it off from the original Time Warner entity, it became its own publishing unit and company. And so they decided they were going to try to actually make this whole thing work. It didn't pan out, and they were sold to Meredith Publishing Company. And they own like Better Homes and Gardens. And there's one thing about that purchase that is interesting and involves a familiar name. And it is that the Koch brothers, their private equity arm, ponied up $650 million of the $300 billion that it cost to buy Time Inc. And what does that bring with it? A lot of people don't know. There will be no like spot on the board of directors of this new entity for Koch Industries. However, some have speculated that, quote, that they could nonetheless use the media properties which reach millions of online and print readers to promote their brand of conservatism. The investment would also give the Kochs a way to combine the arsenal of voter information held by a data analytics company controlled by their network, i360, with the publisher's consumer data. So it's just further expanding. Just an interesting note about the ownership.
Well, I think it's very, very interesting. So Meredith has been trying to buy Time Inc. for quite some time now, and they recently tried to buy them, but they just didn't have enough capital. And then the Koch brothers came in and gave them the extra $650 million, which was convenient. And now all of a sudden they do have the money to buy Time Inc. And so, first, don't jump to conclusions. I don't know what the politics of Meredith is, or if they have any politics at all. Now, some people are making assumptions because they say, oh, they're from Des Moines, and they have things like Better Home and Gardens and Family Circle and all the rest. I don't know what any of that means. Like, so what? I guess that they're trying to imply that must mean that they are conservative, but I don't know why liberals wouldn't want to have better homes or better gardens.
I would like a better home, personally.
Okay. So now, but the Koch brothers might know something that we don't know. Maybe Meredith is conservative, or their executives are conservative, and we just don't know it, right? Some media we do know. So Sinclair Broadcasting, totally conservative and deceptively so. So they're doing the old trick that Fox News used to do, fair and balanced. Now, even Fox News got so embarrassed they took away fair and balanced as part of their slogan because they were like, come on, who are we kidding, right? But Sinclair still does it. They go, no, we're straight news. And then they will put in a hatchet job opinion piece littered with, by the way, wrong information into a local news broadcast. And they'll be like, what do you mean? Like, and Trump tax plan is wonderful for the poor and the middle class, and here's why, right? And you're like, wait, it actually increases taxes on the middle for everyone making under $75,000 in the year 2027. Everyone under 20, no, don't care, and it's deceptive. So if it was Sinclair Broadcasting buying Time Inc. and the Koch brothers gave them money, the whole point is propaganda, right? Now, it might turn out the Koch brothers think it's a good investment and they're gonna make money from it. And I guess time will tell. And if that's the case and they turn around and they sell it a couple of years later and they made a profit, I'll go, okay.
Right.
That's that.
But at the very least, it'll be interesting to see how or if Time Magazine changes its coverage in any measurable way over the future. And then also Meredith does own local news stations, but I haven't seen the same kind of write-ups that I've seen about Sinclair Media.
Right, and there's one last possibility, and then I'm just quick note on Time's history. One last possibility is that no, Meredith is, I doubt that Meredith is lying about their board composition. They probably do not have if they say that nobody from that equity arm, private equity arm of Koch brothers is on their board, then they're probably not on the board. So the Koch brothers don't necessarily have to say, hey, Mr. Meredith, it's not Mr. Meredith. Hey, Mr. Meredith, go do a hatchet job on the libs, right? If they know that the guys running Meredith are actually conservative, they think, well, maybe it's a good investment, maybe it's not. But if I help them push it over the top, and then all of a sudden, I know they're conservatives and they're gonna be writing conservative stuff on Time Magazine, well, okay, then maybe I help them with that purchase.
Right, also, I should like to own Time Magazine is kind of
Yeah,
fantasy.
Yeah, so it's kind of trading places kind of thing a little bit. Like just, I've decided to purchase this. Right now, having said all that, I don't mind that much because I think they're largely wasting their money, which I enjoy. Okay, I think they're on the wrong side of media, and I don't mean politically. I mean just time.
Right.
And so that gets me finally to the history of Time Magazine. For a long time, Time Magazine was nonpartisan and did good work. When I was growing up, et cetera, roughly, right? But if you look into the history of Time, it's founded by Henry Luce and Britton Haddon. I don't know that much about Haddon, but Luce I know helped the CIA smear democratic countries throughout the world as communist or potentially communist, so that the CIA could organize coups, topple those countries, and serve multinational corporations instead. And Time Magazine aided and abetted that time and time again, no pun intended. And so they started out as conservative hatchet men, and if they wind up, and that's an if, we don't know, as conservative hatchet men, it would be coming full circle right before they go under, and they will. The good news is, again, if it turns out Meredith is conservative, and I don't know that, they'll have wasted their money. If it turns out that Meredith is liberal or nonpartisan, they still will have wasted their money. And if they waste Koch brother money along with it, then great, okay? And if it is a plan, you'll find that the proof is always in the pudding. Like if they turn around and they're like, you know what? Turns out Trump is person of the year. Right.
He's people of the year. He's people of every month we are going to start doing, and Trump gets it every single month.
Yes, and next month it'll be Mulvaney, who's the person of the month, and then it'll be Melania, right? It'll become obvious that nobody will buy it except like the same 1% of the country that goes to Breitbart, and that's a totally failing business. In which case they'll have outed themselves, and then we'll get to enjoy seeing the demise of their money quicker.
It's just interesting to see the coinciding of kind of aging types of media like print weekly magazines and local news channels and the demographic that they appeal to and voter ideology. Like it seems like the younger folks always seem to be slanting more progressive and don't use that media at all. But as you see more like Koch affiliated Sinclair and Fox entities, those folks buying up those aging pieces of media that still are going to be providing news to people for an extended period of time. I mean, it's just fascinating to me that they're like, well, it's still a good investment today. At the end, maybe we'll short it and we'll get rid of it and dump it on someone before it goes under.
If you become a member of the Young Turks, you'll be saying,
you know, I'm like a smart person.
So do it right now, tytnetwork.com/join. Get the whole Young Turks show every day.